a voice.
All right, we are live
I like
with
your home.
the Burning Wheel. Welcome again, everyone. I'm very excited for this.
Okay.
Yeah, if you follow me on Twitter, I've been sick all week, so I'm really, really excited to actually be able to do something fun in my life and not feel miserable doing it. So I'm actually feeling better today, so this will be great. We might be meeting a lot of like sickly and frail NPCs though, because I do have a little bit of a cough still, so that might be the easiest NPC for me to play. So, yep. But that is all. How are y'all doing?
Y'all.
Pretty
You said
good.
y'all.
I did say y'all. I actually say y'all pretty frequently.
You should not be proud of that.
Okay. Wow, tough crowd.
Yeah.
No one's responding to me at all. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
So,
I'm doing fine.
who would like to offer me a recap of what happened last time?
I'm in the
Lots
closet.
Lots of, and you're about to come out of the closet, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Or maybe not. Hopefully, I don't even know. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen to our friend Alfons? Crazy things happened last time. A lot of rolls were made. Unfortunately, no one actually advanced anything, which is very unfortunate for all of you. I'm very sorry that none of you have managed to actually advance any of your skills or attributes or stats or anything, even with the amount of rolls that you made last session.
Is it related to the number of life paths you gave us to start with?
No, it's. I mean, it's. You had definitely a lot of you have skills that are hard to advance because they're higher level skills. They just have a higher exponent. But any of your skills, you guys also have plenty of like lower skills that you've been using that you just unluckily haven't done the right amount of tests in the certain frequencies to like advance certain skills. So I'm expecting at least one thing to advance this time. So is Adam with us at the moment, or
No, I don't think so.
okay? Well, let's just go ahead, I guess, and go through beliefs and instincts. Again, we don't have David this time. I'm expecting to do a mini session with David's character. A mini session with David where we play with his character, basically like what happened during his little time doing things. Maybe Thursday, but it might have to be next week, but we'll see. So that should be fun. But yeah, so David's character is still off doing probably better things than you guys are doing. So
Yeah.
So
Alfons.
yeah, last time, if I do recall, you tried to. I mean, Alfons did a lot of things that ended up being very bad for you guys. But he tried.
Adam got struck by lightning.
Adam did get struck by lightning, and Jared's character basically tried to convince the abbess that what I mean, you can try to convince her of a lot of things, but eventually you basically just kind of spilled the whole sordid affair to her, and she didn't believe you, of course,
And then she fell in love with me.
Well, she thinks you're charming, at the very least. She locked you in a pantry. So that happened.
See, you can't even like determine if like this is like in a movie you're like, oh, they're probably gonna end up together. It's all against the roll. Like
That's true.
You'd think like something's gonna happen, and all of a sudden, boom, she just like totally doesn't like him, or then falls in love with Cantarius or something.
Mm-hmm. That's so true.
No, not Cantarius. Anyone but him.
Well, he looks at the true beauty inside because he can't really see her. So,
Yeah.
So he's like, you have a really great personality, and I don't even know if you're ugly or not. So he sees the beauty inside, and she's like, oh, I love that. He doesn't even like me for how I look because he doesn't know what she looks like. So it can happen. Aren't you like an old guy though?
Yeah.
I mean, he's 35. That's not that old.
I always saw you, even though you're 35. I always thought of you as like a 70-year-old guy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like really awesome, like Gandalf or something who's blind.
Nah, he just comes across as a sort of crotchety old blind guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then he's like,
Yeah.
you try to like harm him, and he just like, poof, just like beats the crap out of you.
Ah, shucks.
So let's go ahead and what's it called? Go do beliefs, instincts, and traits, and just kind of get those out of the way first. Let's go ahead and go in order. Alfons, would you like to tell
Okay,
us your
so
your
my beliefs-
probably refined beliefs?
Yes. My beliefs are I'm just as good as Dellen, and I'll prove it by messing up his mission. I want to end the papacy, so I will start by protecting the abbess from us. And I want to restore my reputation by making people think that I'm a good guy. Instincts, I always entertain myself, always have alcohol, always make the situation worse. Character traits, rebel rouser, drunk, mark of privilege, unlucky, tall tale teller, rapier, wit. And then the cultural ones are haughty, religious, and gluttonous.
Nice. So how are you gonna mess up his mission when he's not here?
Exactly. Well,
Alphonse?
I mean, isn't his mission our mission, technically? So by messing up this mission,
Whatever, fine, I guess. Cantarius, would you like to
Yeah.
read those off?
Know why I always struggle with this. Okay. I was spared for a reason, and I will administer my own justice.
Mm-hmm.
The staff is the key to figuring out what happened to my son. If I break it, maybe the bondage of my son's soul can be broken as well. I will always do what's right, no matter what anyone thinks. I will make sure that there is no needless death. Instincts. If there is a confrontation, I take the lead. Always inventing something, never harm a child.
Very nice, very nice.
Traits.
Yeah.
Good. Rabble rouser, gifted, dreadful, intimidating, blind, religious, foreign blood, haughty, and gluttonous.
Very nice.
I'm still wearing clothes.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're gluttonous.
Hey now, I'm not.
You're a
The
rock
world
star.
just thinks
So-
I'm gluttonous.
Antonius.
I just have that face.
I want to get my life back, so I will prove myself by completing this mission. I despise the oppressive nobility, therefore I will hurt the first noble I see. I don't want to be a horrible person, therefore I will rein in the bloodthirsty impulses of the other members of the party. The first step to this is to prevent them from harming anyone at the Abbey until we have proof of heresy. My instincts. If I see something broken, I must fix it. I always believe I'm right, and I always have a knife on me. And then traits. I am broken in, ambitious, cynical, a made man, hand-eye coordination, and I'm unlucky. And then cultural traits, I'm seen as religious, haughty, and gluttonous.
Very nice. Theo, last but not least.
Well,
Theo, or Adam, would you mind reading off Theo's? It looks like he may have been frozen. That's unfortunate.
So we find somebody else to play his character then?
Unless Adam is like really, really good at standing still. There we go. He has a great picture.
When did this happen, like, while ours was going
I
on?
know, right?
Should you just read him off?
Sure, yeah, I can do that. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I could hear you guys talking, and I was like, "What do you mean I'm frozen? I can talk to you guys."
Yeah, we just saw you like you're just looking like this. It's completely frozen.
Anyways, yeah, I read them, and then you're like, Adam, can you read your thing? And I was like, I just did. So I gotta go back to it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh wait, no, this is beliefs. Never mind. Do I do beliefs?
Yeah, beliefs, instincts, and then traits.
Okay. If I do Narani's bidding, I will get my wife back. I will kill the abbess for her. I'm fighting whether or not to trust the gods. I will work towards increasing my faith. If the goddess tells me to kill, this is instincts. If the goddess tells me to kill someone, I kill them. Always judge a book by its cover. Never heed danger. Traits: mark of privilege, rapier wit, tasting the lash, life is death, believer, faithful, and glory hound. And then do I read character traits?
Yeah.
Attractive, determined. That's just attractive and determined. Mercantile and light blonde hair.
Cool. Nice. See, reading these off always gives me lots of ideas for just what's gonna happen in the upcoming section. Because believe it or not, I don't really plan for these per se as kind of set up a sandbox with certain characters and just kind of let you guys roam free. But if I do remember, I think the last thing we did leave off with was what's it called? The Cantarius and Antonius. Well, Antonius kind of like working at the forge or whatever, and overhearing the arguing of the other two next door, and Cantarius storming up to the forge and throwing the staff in. That was where we last left off.
Oh yeah.
But he threw the staff in what?
In
In
the
a furnace.
forge. In the
Oh yeah,
forge.
yeah, I remember that. You were just mad. And you're like, ugh.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of exactly how I want this to go down. But I think after like the kind of like opening like sequence and you know the cool like anime opening song and whatnot, we get to we kind of have little to be continued role go through, and we see Theo being struck by lightning and Alfons being locked in a closet by the abbess. We hear the click of the lock, and then we see Cantarius's pie being thrown to the ground by the blacksmith in anger, and Antonius sleeping a lot. And we open up with Cantarius chucking the staff into the fire.
Yay.
And what happens is...
Last time on Burning Wheels.
Yeah.
Don't, he's a murderer. And then it's like, "Ugh."
Exactly.
Here's a pie. I don't want it.
I
Hey,
think...
how old are you?
Connor?
Yes.
Cantarius' character?
Yep.
Is that what you're talking
What?
about, Theo? Or Adam?
No, Alfons. How old is Alfons?
29.
Oh, hey, we're the same age, man.
What?
I think you're 28,
Twinsies.
Theo.
It says 29 on it.
Oh, does it? Okay. There's a big cloud of smoke.
There would be. I was using the
Exactly,
bellows at
exactly.
the moment.
And that's
thrown
not
in.
that's not natural. But the cloud suddenly turns green.
Oh dear.
And then it starts kind of
I'm gonna duck for cover.
like billowing around. All right, so yeah, you duck for cover. What exactly you're ducking behind?
Probably either a workbench or looking to get out of the immediate vicinity of the forge.
Okay.
Depends on the layout of the forge itself.
Cantarius, you don't really obviously you don't see this green smoke, but
Okay.
were you planning on like backing up anyway, or
At this point, I just want to see what's going on, what happens. What
obviously you're never
I'll
going to see what happens, but
what?
I mean, you're not going to see what happens because you're blind. But...
Oh, right. Always forget about that.
He's like, well, you're not.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, say it.
So what do you think, Cantarius?
I mean, I'm just gonna chill there.
You're just gonna
I
chill
don't
there?
move.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a health test for me.
What? Okay, then I don't. Do you mean like from the heat, or like because the staff does something?
No, the cloud of smoke turned green. And it's kind of like
Oh,
billowing
okay.
outward.
I legitimately missed that part. Yeah, I'm gonna walk back.
But again, you don't see the cloud of. Okay.
Right.
See, it does not
I mean,
making.
to be
It's
fair,
not
though,
making any
when I
noises
started
that are.
dying, I would move.
See,
Okay, so
Cantarius sense it. He's just like, cloud, the smoke.
Exactly, but that's why I'm having you make a health test, Connor, because this is like the initial like what's happening, and then after that you can definitely take a step backward. But you start coughing, and then this is your initial kind of reaction. Let me kind of look at my book here. See exactly what this would entail. I didn't give you the ob yet.
Oh yeah, but you can just adjust the ob from.
I suppose
there.
I can, yes. Let me see here. I guess it doesn't really matter what. Yeah. So let's say. No, I need to know what the rules are for this thing, and I can't find the rules for this thing.
Well.
Give me a moment. Okay.
Really, Josh?
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say that you did pass that health test, and that's fine.
Dang it.
Let me re-roll that for you just to give an accurate test to. No, you succeeded, Connor. Did you hear that?
Oh, I thought you said I failed.
No, you succeeded.
Okay, cool.
Let me realize. Okay, so it still is routine. Go ahead and mark a routine health test on your health there.
Okay.
I don't know how many you need exactly to advance, but so basically what happens is you cough a bit and you step back, and but there aren't any debilitating effects that occur. But yeah, this billowing cloud of green smoke just kind of continues to like expand through the room.
Yum.
What are you guys doing about it?
I mean, I just want it to like be destroyed. So
I think Antonius is going to cuss at Cantarius and then ask him what the heck was he thinking.
yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, shoot.
So what's Cantarius thinking?
I wasn't. I wanted that to be destroyed. I'll just say that I wanted to destroy my staff.
Caleb, you sick?
I wasn't thinking.
This is a bit. I'm getting over a sickness.
Oh man, I was sick. I must have got you sick.
Yeah, from the internet. It's an internet disease.
Yeah.
It must be a virus.
Ew.
Anyway.
Oh, man.
I'm
ashamed.
These tech illiterate fools.
I'm ashamed.
Can't
of
make me
myself.
laugh. Oh my goodness.
That's
Yeah.
a good boy,
Well,
Jared.
let's see.
You'd be ashamed of yourself. Good job.
It's the first step. Let's see. So smoke's coming out of the forge. At this point, so it's not being swept up the chimney or swept up the flue by the normal draft and the natural circulation of the air inside the forge, which typically does handle most of the smoke. Okay. So
Yeah,
is
it's
it
just,
like
unnaturally kind of like
does it look like-
creeping across the floor?
does it look like natural smoke, or is it kind of more like dry ice fog that sticks to
Definitely not-
things
yeah,
and
yeah, that's definitely what it looks like.
hangs along the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. This is thoroughly beyond anything I've seen before. I told you it was magic. I told you it wasn't a good idea.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Do you not see the mess you've made? Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Oh,
snap.
ouch. Blind jokes.
Yeah.
So I think what
I
happens...
mean, he doesn't
what
respond. He just kind of chills.
I think what
He wants
happens
to watch it destroy.
as you guys were, talking about that, is Maddie, the little girl, steps out from like the door that goes into the house from the forge, and just like accidentally like kind of she widens her eyes widen like this. She lets out a gasp, and then she like kind of like trips right into this cloud.
What? Well, at least
I'm
she gasped
going
before
to-
she fell into the cloud.
I'm going to dive toward her and try to scoop her up and take her back inside the house. Actually, I'm going to try to scoop her up and pull her out of the smoke and away from the forge, out onto the street.
Okay, go ahead and make a speed test for me.
That'd be a speed or agility?
Be speed.
Probably speed, yeah. Okay. Okay. No modifiers because it's a stat test, so I can't fork. Yes?
Yeah, and it should be just up 2.
Okay. Oh.
Oh wow. Oh, you did get a 6 though. You could reroll that.
Yes, I'm going to.
Unfortunately, that is not a success.
Okay, can I gun for her then too?
You can indeed. That is another speed test. So you're like, nope. That Antonius is a large lumberjack, blacksmith. He's too slow. I must run for the girl.
Ob?
Just 2.
It's not 3 because he's blind.
Actually, I do think it is. I think that's exactly what that is. Let me look at the requirements for blind. Connor, no, this is good. That you actually get. You'll probably get. What's it called for? Yeah, +2 up to all site-based speed and agility tests. So that is a Ob 4 instead.
Oh crap!
Oh boy.
Man,
Yeah, you want
you
into
know.
a wall.
So yeah.
Did I get a 6?
Oh no, you didn't. I think I'm gonna have to make another health test. Make another health test, so now you're in the midst of the smoke.
Both of us?
Can I factor in my hearing in some way?
You could have made, and the dice are already rolled, so I think like you're just not thinking about it. At
Yeah,
the time.
but the ob was 2. I didn't know that the ob was.
Just wait. You could have made a link
4.
test with your hearing to like.
Okay, then I will.
Okay.
I do that then, since you changed the ob on me.
Fine.
Yes. So what does that mean? What do I do?
Make a speed hearing test. Probably
What
just.
does that mean?
I mean, or not speed hearing test. Just a hearing test.
Okay.
In your skills.
With a modifier or no?
It shouldn't. You probably don't have a modifier on it.
Oh well, my speed is higher than my hearing.
I don't know. What are you
I
talking
thought
about?
you meant like, I'm talking about like forking.
No. You're not forking it in. Oh, wait a second. Let me think about this. Technically, yes, you can fork skills into stats.
Yes.
You just can't fork stats into other stats and stats into
Right.
skills.
So,
So
I would do
could've-
speed
I
again
could've
with the
forked
modifier.
something else in there.
Probably. What would you have forked in, Antonius?
Lightning strikes about every 12 seconds.
Well, probably. Let me take a look at what I've got listed here. But I would have forked in blacksmith because I'm familiar with the forge layout, so I would have known obstacles and things that would have been in my way.
I'm not going to give you that simply because the distance to be crossed wasn't really relevant to that. It was just a blank space, and there really wasn't that much distance. It's kind of like this speed test is just kind of like a linked test to see how fast you can get the girl out of the smoke before she has to make a health test, kind of a thing. So.
Okay, so modifier. Is it +2?
Okay.
What is it? +4? What is it?
Just okay. So you can either do this two ways. You could just fork it in and just get one dice and then roll it. And if you got a 6, you could re-roll it for another success. Or you can make a linked test with hearing, and if you got, I think it would be like a graduated test after OB 3. So you'd set the OB at 3, and then basically like any successes you get over 3 would be 1 dice to your speed test.
Okay, that made no sense to me. Which thing is better?
Actually, yeah. At this
I literally have no idea what you just said.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I actually just made up rules that don't exist, but I think it's just more simple to. That's what I was gonna try to do, but I think what we'll just do instead is just go ahead and roll 1 dice, and you're just forking it in.
So I'm doing roll 1d6.
Slash roll 1d6. If you get a 6, then you. Yeah, so you got a success, but not enough. So, neither of you get there in time. So, you get there and you pick her up, but
Okay.
she has to make the health test without any sort of advantage die now. So let me go ahead and roll that for her.
What she does.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't make a character sheet for her.
Because you weren't planning on, throwing her into a fire
I wasn't really until now.
or a poisonous cloud of stuff.
Milkshake.
Nah, Caleb's always planning on throwing children into the fire.
Wow.
I can't argue with that.
Oh wow. All ones. Wow.
She's dead. Now he hates you even more, Connor. The blacksmith.
So she starts like coughing profusely, and her she starts like talking to you and saying like what is that, but her voice just gets weaker and weaker, within a very short amount of time. What do you guys do with her at that point? Like after you kind of like get her out of the cloud, what are you doing with her?
Well, at this point, don't I need to make a health test because I'm in the cloud with no?
Yes.
Or-
Yeah. I think I'll let Connor keep the health test from his last thing.
Yay!
But yeah, go ahead and make a health test,
Okay.
Antonius. It's up 2, so you did get a 6, so you can re-roll it.
And that is a fate point to re-roll it.
Yeah,
Why is he rolling a health roll? What does that mean?
because there's a cloud of smoke that
kind of
magical smoke that causes
What
bad
does that
things.
do? Like, what does that affect the smoke? Other than
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't really know.
That's what we're.
It's some magical smoke that
Okay.
just suddenly came out of the forge when they threw the staff in.
Not. I didn't throw the staff in. He did.
He's like, la, 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 what are you doing? Why'd you throw that in there?
Well, I mean, it was both of their ideas, I guess.
No, he's
It
like,
was not.
Connor
It
asked
was
you,
not.
and you were like, "Okay, let's do it."
oh, so you are part
That
of
is
it.
technically what happened.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Check the recording.
And then Antonius is like, hold out your hand, Cantarius. It's quite cool. He's like throws it in the fire. What are you doing? It's like exactly like the Lord of the Rings.
But okay, yeah. What do you do with Maddie?
It's quite cool.
So you
What
succeeded.
are
That
you
helps us.
doing, Maddie?
I mean,
Well,
I should
I would assume
probably leave.
Cantarius is the one who. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I should probably leave, and you should probably be like, "Yo, I saved your girl from a crazy old blind man."
That's an option. Sorely tempted. Sorely tempted.
Don't tempt me, Frodo.
Let's just quote Lord of the Rings all night.
I mean,
basically,
Yeah.
Isn't that what we do every night?
Yeah, pretty much.
is there a better way to live life? I don't think so.
So are you guys just like standing there holding Maddie in your arms?
Well,
Yes.
Yes.
That's not creepy
at this
at all.
point, she's struggling. She's struggling to breathe then because of the smoke. Okay.
We're gonna die. Let's hold each other.
So we probably take her out of the smoke. But I'm assuming.
Like which
we
way?
already
Do you
did
take her like
Yeah.
into the house, like where she
Like
came?
Maddie, the
No. Out into the street.
All right. Do
Out
you
into
close
street,
the
away
door?
from. No. Well, see, I'm torn at this point because I want to run back in and get the smith and his wife out of the house as well. But I don't want to give Maddie to Cantarius because I really don't like this guy anymore.
Okay, so obviously my staff is still in the thing, right?
Yeah, it means still in the forge.
Should I do something about that?
Maybe.
Should I take it
Well-
out?
I mean, it's pretty obvious that it was the cause of the green smoke that's now clinging to the ground and creeping across the ground. So probably.
Well, yeah.
So,
But
well, I think
I want it to be
what I'm
destroyed.
gonna do.
Throw it in the fire! Destroy it!
You were right, Jared. We are gonna quote Lord of the Rings all night. Thanks, Adam.
Basically.
On the quote Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I think is the smoke kind of down around knee height? Where's it at? Hanging in the air.
Yeah, right now it's basically like calf height on most people.
Okay,
So
but she tripped and fell into it,
yeah,
and that's
she
why
tripped and kind of
she's
fell into it, yeah.
okay. So I'm gonna definitely scoop her up out of the smoke and hold her above it, and I'm assuming I'm closer to the door of the house than the door of the forge.
Hold her
to the
above
outside,
what?
correct?
Hold her above the smoke.
The smoke on the floor.
The forge is at least halfway. It has the forge is basically like has two walls and then another wall that is the beginning of the house, and then a door that goes into the house, and then an open wall that just is there's no wall there, and it's just kind of open out to the rest of the town. So
Okay. How serious is the smoke then? I mean, is it pretty seriously pouring out of the forge at this point, or is it just sort of
it's kind of creeping across the ground.
okay? So it's not like it's going to engulf the entire house in a matter of moments.
No.
And I think I am going to bring Maddie inside to her family then.
Mm-hmm. Probably smart.
What's the name of the blacksmith again?
August.
The other blacksmith?
His name is
August.
August.
Okay.
Agost. I guess it would technically be pronounced August. Agost or something like that.
You can't even figure out how to pronounce the name you picked out.
I mean, there are several ways you could pronounce it, I suppose.
Okay. Well, I'm going to call for him then and
August.
bring his daughter into the house.
Okay. Yeah. He looked okay. So you kind of go into the house and do that. Cantarius, what are you doing?
know. I feel like I feel like I should bring it out, but at the same time, I don't think my character would want to. I feel like, okay, let's ask this question. Has this happened before? Has there ever been green smoke before?
Not green
And
smoke.
I've been trying to destroy it.
Okay, what different ways have you tried to destroy the staff with?
Probably every conceivable way that I could rationally do without getting arrested. Or, starting something on fire, or creating some sort of green smoke.
How long have you had this staff for?
I mean, at least 15 years, right?
Really? I didn't think it was that long.
Yeah.
Oh, your son gave it to you before he went.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so it has to be at least 15 years.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah, you've tried pretty much every conceivable way to destroy this thing.
Okay.
And this has never happened before. This is a completely new development.
Okay.
And you've
So
no
yeah,
idea what's up.
I'm going to leave it in. I'm going to kind of chill back, keeping
Okay.
away from the smoke. I'm going to leave it in because I want it to just be destroyed.
Mhm.
So this has never happened before. Clearly, I'm doing something right. Right? Right? Maybe.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Okay. So the green smoke, like, kind of threads its way across the ground, goes outside, starts kind of like spreading down the street either way, and you're just letting it go.
It's Smelky probably doesn't know where it is.
Oh, you feel it.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
smell the acrid like smell of it. It does not smell like normal smoke. It smells like sickeningly sweet. And yeah, you can definitely sense it. As you can just feel this weird presence as it just kind of creeps out.
Okay. So was there a question involved in that?
I mean, I'm wondering. Okay, how this smoke is just gonna keep spreading. So you're just gonna keep.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it's going to destroy it,
No.
I'm not gonna change anything.
Okay, so let's go ahead and cut back into Antonius, and you come in and give to the daughter to his the father. Actually, no, you see the mother first. You see Maria.
Uh-oh.
Maria, and she like cries out and says, "My baby, what? Oh, Maddie, come here!" And she kind of like grabs her from you. What?
She's Italian?
We're all Italian.
We all are, dude.
I'm probably gonna be mad at you for hurting my daughter, but
And she starts like cradling her and saying, Maddie, are you okay? And then she kind of like looks at Maddie's skin, and Maddie's skin is starting to kind of like break out in like some sort of like hives.
Ooh. I'm going to, at this point, since Maddie appears to be safe for the moment, I'm going to run back out into the forge, grab a big pair of tongs, try to pull the staff out of the fire and put it in the quench tank.
Okay, I'm assuming you're just kind of like holding your breath while you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably
Depends on where the smoke is, but yeah.
Yeah. Especially towards the forge itself, it can just kind of like billowing out. There's definitely more of like a kind of cloud that would be near your face, but as long as you kind of hold your breath, you should
typical
be okay.
blacksmith caution. That's typical blacksmith caution,
Yeah,
now, I
definitely.
would suppose. Yeah, you don't ever have your eyes wide open and you're staring at the forge and
Yeah.
you don't breathe what's coming out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you, I mean, right away you hear Maria's kind of like, what happened to her? As you, like, kind of run off. But, you make your way out there just fine. You manage to do that.
I'm gonna shout back. I'm gonna shout over my shoulder. I'll explain in a moment.
And yeah, you do that just very successfully. You know how to do blacksmithing stuff, so no roll involved. You just grab that staff out,
Say.
tear it out.
Darn.
And the smoke stops billowing, and it's definitely kind of coming off of the staff and tendrils, but it's slowly dissipating. And when you kind of like set it on the ground, it's
Under the water in the quench tank.
yeah.
So the smoke's kind of boiling
Yeah.
out of the water then
Mhm.
a little bit. Or
Yeah.
awesome.
And it's weird because
Definitely
like
alchemical.
exactly, it's weird because like it looks exactly the same. Like it's not like the water like quenched the heat of the staff, and that's why like, and then the smoke just like disappears or whatever, and it turns into like steam. But like there like literally there's just smoke, and it's still swirling kind of underwater as well, and there's just this kind of swirling tendrils like greenish smoke. They're just kind of slowly dissipating out from the staff.
Okay. So it's not coming as violently as it was out of the forge, but it's still coming out of the quench tank, and
Just a little bit, and then
Or
if you leave it in there for a little
just a
bit,
little
then
bit,
it's
okay.
fine. Then it goes
okay,
away.
okay. That's I'm not gonna take it out for
Yeah.
a while.
hmm
Standard practice and all.
But then it stops. And yeah, but I think
Mhm.
let's see if that's all you do. If you just go in and give the girl to her mom and then come right back out, I think the smoke has probably only traveled to the street itself, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, kind of the smoke just kind of like starts kind of slowly rolling back into the forge. And then
I'm mad.
goes kind of like swirls back up into the forge, and then just kind of dissipates.
Oh wow. That was a little more excitement than I was hoping for.
Yeah.
I was wondering all week about what was gonna happen when you did that, and I just figured it out in the first seconds of this game.
Well, there you go. Jump, Gib.
It's not over yet, my friends. But okay, I think that's when we'll kind of cut over to I think to Alfons real quick. So Alfons is in this pantry. What is Alfons doing?
Knocking fiercely on the door, trying to get someone to help me.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and make a conspicuous test?
Oh, I don't have conspicuous.
I'm pretty sure you do. I just don't think it's very high.
It's being learned, I think.
No, it's inconspicuous.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, never mind. 1.
But it's a G1.
What's the obstacle?
1. So this is the thing. All right. So, what time is it right now? I'm trying to think.
Late, 'cause it was dark and raining. Remember?
Yeah, wasn't it? Well, it was raining during the afternoon though. I think it's actually like evening now.
And I think there's like a lot of bustling around because there are 2 guys.
There is, yeah.
One got struck by lightning, and doctor and whatnot.
Let's just go ahead and say 2 to get noticed.
Alrighty.
You can fork other things in if you think they might be relevant. I'm not sure what will it be. And again, this is just to be noticed.
Sing.
That is being learned, and yeah, I still haven't even tried to learn it ever.
Oh, crap. I literally don't think there's anything on here.
Yeah, I don't think there is either.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just hope it's a 6.
So close. So close. So you're just kind of being obnoxious, banging on the door, trying to get someone to help you, and there's no one. No one pays you any attention.
Is there?
Isn't this a nunnery?
It says,
Is there a window?
I think it just means narratively that no one's walked by this corridor.
Okay.
Is there a
So
window?
it's not like the nuns are like, oh, I wonder who's screaming in there. I should just not open the door.
No.
Oh. That's much better for the church.
I don't think there is a window. No, Alfons.
There's no window.
Mm.
Is there like
Why
a
would there
vent?
be a window in a pantry?
I don't know. Like,
What do they think? Oh, I need an exit route in a pantry.
don't like all rooms have windows in like castles, so during the day it can be lit, so they don't have to waste torches and whatnot. Because otherwise it would be pitch black in there.
I don't think a pantry. No, I think a lot of the other rooms definitely, but not a pantry.
Was there a vent? Because castles have vents.
No, they don't have vents. And yeah, I mean the only airflow is through the door. And there's cracks in the door. There's door hinges. You could try doing the Antonius trick and find
Can
some
I
leverage.
take the hinges off the door?
Whoa! Don't you dare touch those door hinges.
And this is when Tiddlywinks just
No.
happens to crawl through the little through the rafters and drop the keys to me.
You know, technically,
Mhm.
that's a circles roll.
Do the circle roll.
It would be such a freaking ridiculous circles roll that it's pretty much impossible.
A circles roll for Deus Ex Machina?
Yes.
I don't. That's a thing.
Kind
I mean,
of.
he has a faith for Deus Ex
Because
Machina.
this is the thing. What it would be is
It just doesn't work.
let's look at this. What it would be is it's but it's an animal though, unfortunately.
But it's an animal with human intelligence.
Yeah, but it hasn't taken any life paths, and that's what circles is based off of.
Is Magic Panda not a life path?
But it is a character. To
be fair, my circles is only one, so it's impossible anyway.
Yeah, but no, we're just not. We're not gonna bother with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
gonna do a faith roll then.
You don't have faith.
Exactly. Put it in learned.
No,
learned.
that's not how this works.
Gosh darn it.
You have to get a trait before you can get faith.
Fine, I just.
You could
pound the
definitely
door.
do a being learned on plenty of other skills, though.
What are the other skills?
I mean, you could do a lockpick, an untrained lockpick test. Unfortunately, you don't have tools for that, so that's gonna.
I mean, it's a pantry. I'm sure there's something I could improvise.
No, yeah, I mean, there definitely is. You just.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty high test.
I'll just use power, then.
Just kind of break the door down.
Yeah.
All right, scrawny nobleman, give me that power test.
I mean, I have 3 power.
I'm probably gonna make it an op 3 to get out.
Wait,
Can I-
wait, Alphonse, do you have any fighting skills?
Brawling. Can I fork brawling into that?
Yes, you can.
Can I fork conspicuous into that
Isn't
since I'm trying to do it
brawling,
loudly?
Isn't brawling fighting though? It has to be fighting
It
someone.
is, but it kind of like it's like the brute force kind of like dirty fighting kind of thing, and breaking down a door definitely qualifies as that kind of thing.
Can I use observation to find the weakest part of the door to...
That would be a linked
try
test,
breaking
but yes,
down.
you could.
How do I do that?
So just roll observation first,
Okay.
and the ob I think is also going to be 3 on that probably.
Oh, okay. It's not even worth rolling then. I only have
Well,
1.
what do you got? 1. Let's actually just make it a graduated test, so it would just be ob 1 and then any higher ones. Just a 5. You know, this is a pantry door. It's not like super you know,
Thick?
well, it's not thick. It's not super hard to find like its weak points is what I'm saying. Like it's not like it has a lot of them. So
Okay.
yeah, go ahead and add an advantage dice for that on your test. Or on in your power test.
Okay. And obstacle is 3 for
Yeah.
power?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Oh wow.
Oh,
That was a horrible roll. Oh,
Gosh
there's
darn
1
it.
6 though. You can reroll that.
I mean, may as well.
You have
I
so
have
many
all of
fate
the fate-
points.
I have all of the fate points in the world. Crap, how do I? Oh, I'll just do slash when you say.
Wait, what do you need? What do you need to get to beat it again? What is he? What
He
number
needs,
does?
he needs three successes. He only has 2 right now, so he's gonna reroll that.
Crap.
It's not a success. All right, so
Life.
what happens is Alphonse we see this kind of like montage of like Alphonse kind of like feeling his muscles and like looking like at like specific weak points and like analyzing them. And he's like, yes, I believe I could take down the door if I hit
My
here,
foot
here,
goes
here,
through the
here."
door and then I get stuck.
Yeah, he like
Yes,
runs
that is
into it. and he's
absolutely
like,
what happens.
"Ah,
And you go and instead of like shouldering it like you probably should have, you just like kick it, and probably not even a very good place to, and your foot just goes through, but nothing else happens, and you get it stuck. Now you have your foot stuck in the door.
Is my foot all the way through the door?
Um,
Because I don't see how it could get stuck otherwise.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I thought he was gonna like run into it and be like,
through, and I just
"Oh,
shake
you're-"
it trying to get someone's attention.
yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. Maybe he'd get like attention. Like all of a sudden somebody walks by, is like,
That would definitely be changing of the circumstances on Let It Ride. So go ahead and roll a conspicuous again at ob 1.
Can I fork in seduction because my legs are so
Oh my
attractive?
goodness. No. Doesn't make any sense.
Why?
it was like, whoa, that's
So
a
much
handsome
sense.
leg right there.
No, it's
It's
literally
like
just
when
your
a chick
foot.
is trying to hail a
Oh, that
taxi
wouldn't
and they
happen
like,
here.
like they show their ankles. It's like that.
It's literally just your foot.
Okay. Conspicuous.
While this is happening, guys, go back through if you've made any tests so far and make sure you mark those as what the tests were on your stuff. It should be for stats. You don't get routine tests for those, so you can kind of ignore those, like the speed tests I think that you guys made. But the health test should count. And then Jared, the test that you've just made, you should count as well.
I
Yes.
only did that one health test, right?
Yeah.
Conspicuous.
Okay.
I just got the one I just did.
Cool. So what happens is you're kind of like wiggling your foot around, and what are you saying exactly to try to get attention?
I'm just like, I could use a little help here. Please open the door. I had an accident.
Someone like grabs your foot, and I think we'll just actually cut to break there and come back and see who has grabbed your foot.
It's a man.
We'll see.
He's like, hey, baby, oh, you're a guy.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break and then come back. Stick around. We'll be right back with some more Burning Wheel right after this.
Stick around.
Stick around.
Yeah. Okay.